You are listening to Unstoppable Actors, the essential podcast for ambitious, unknown actors with me, Louise, the artistic director of Standby Method Acting Studio. And for the last 13 years, I've been taking unknown actors with blank CVs all the way to Netflix dramas, Amazon Prime films, TV soaps, and stage plays around the world. And every week I'll be talking with you and sharing how you can become a paid working unstoppable actor, because you 1000% can. An acting career is doable. Are you ready to dive into the episode? Can't wait to explore this episode with you. I'm so excited. I always love recording these podcast episodes for you because I love loading you up on knowledge on the stuff that's going to take you towards becoming that unstoppable actor that I know you desire so deeply to be. And so I guess this episode seems really obvious, doesn't it? That regular practice is a no-brainer, especially when you're serious about becoming a professional actor who is working regularly, who's doing a variety of different challenging roles. But the reason I'm recording this is because you would be so surprised at how many actors just don't practice regularly or who practice the wrong things. And this is why I've decided to record it for you. So I think it's obvious that the benefits of regular practice are going to be quicker development, you're going to have a higher skill level. There's a feel-good factor that's attached to this as well, because when you're practicing regularly, you feel good about your skills. You're living with purpose. You know, it's edging you closer towards the goals that you want to achieve with your acting. And also as well, I think this is really, really obvious. So yeah, sorry to be Captain Obvious, but it's showing casting directors and agents that you are serious about this. But above all of this, and most importantly, it is showing yourself that you are serious. To get yourself to a place where you are regularly practicing, you have to create good habits, and this is the problem for so many actors. It's not that they don't want to practice. It's not that they can't be bothered practicing. It's not that they think practicing is a waste of time. It's that the habits are not in place, and that is the problem. I love a good dictionary definition, and I went there. I dove into what the dictionary definition of habits actually is. Now, the dictionary definition is a settled or regular tendency or practice, especially one that is hard to give up. And I guess that last line, one that is hard to give up, can come from either a negative lens or a positive lens. If it's a negative lens, it's like, it's something challenging. If it's a positive lens, well, we don't actually want to give it up because it's a habit we want to create and be consistent with. Now, most people go wrong with habits because they overwhelm themselves with the big end goal, for example, getting cast in a TV role, and they don't break it down into the smaller steps, and which is why it becomes very, very overwhelming. So they start to see that it's not happening, and they associate this fact that it's not happening with the fact that, or what it appears to be a fact, that the regular practice isn't helping. And so they stop regularly practicing. So here's the thing, you've got to know the big goal and then forget the big goal. Instead, you've got to focus on the feeling of feeling proactive, the feeling of feeling motivated and inspired instead. And I'm going to dive into and I'm going to explore with you some of the things that are not overwhelming, that are easy to do, that you can be practicing either daily or every other day to start setting up the habits that are going to get you towards achieving those big acting goals that you've got on your mind. Before I do, I'm just letting you know that we have got the Method Actor Circle open for enrolment, which is a combination of live audition and character development classes. Also, every single class gets recorded, so we've got a library of all of the pre-recorded classes for you to follow along with at home, so you can dip in and out anytime you need that extra practice, anytime you need some extra guidance, anytime you need to load up on some extra skills. And it's also a safe, supportive community. We've got that comes along with it, where you can tap into my knowledge 24/7 inside our private group. as it's Valentine's Day today, we are offering you 14% off of the Method Actors Circle for today only. So you've got to be quick. So once you've listened to this episode, go and click the link underneath it and go and get your 14% off. The discount code is LOVEACTING14. So LOVEACTING14. Right, let's continue with this then. So what are the things that you can be practicing regularly? The Methods chair relaxation is one of them. I go into this in the Method Actors Circle. I'll show you step by step how to use it. Once you've got the hang of it, it is super duper easy. But as I've said, people get overwhelmed because they're just thinking about that big goal of, I want to be on TV, I want to be in films, I want to be in theatre. And they're forgetting that what gets you there is that regular practice. And it seems very, very overwhelming. But when you break it down, you can break it right down into the simplest step, because really the regular practice is about the habit. So with the Methods chair relaxation, just start the habit of setting up the chair in a particular place at a particular time. Like, that's it. How easy is that? Then once you've got into the habit of putting your chair into a particular place at a particular time, then get into the habit of putting your timer on for 10 minutes. Like, you literally need to do 10 minutes. 10 minutes every single day adds up to 70 minutes a week. 70 minutes a month is 280 minutes. That's over 4 hours of practice in a month. Who do you think is going to be more likely to get that big TV role or that big film role out of the two actors where one has practiced for over 4 hours a month just by starting off by putting the chair in a particular place at a particular time each day, or that actor who just got overwhelmed and couldn't be bothered? It's going to be the one that's practiced, because they're going to have edge. So this is why regular practice is an absolute no-brainer when it comes to your career. Now, the other thing that you can do is you can practice your concentration exercise. Again, I go through this in the Method Actors Circle. All you need to do is start the habit small. Set up your chair in a particular place at a particular time every single day. That's it. Don't even get in the chair. Don't even do the exercise. Some of you are going to be eager beavers and want to do it. That's fine. But if you want to make this a solid habit that sticks in you, I'd say for the first week, literally just set up your chair. Get into the habit of setting it up at a particular time in a particular place, because then your body will get used to that. Then once you've done that, set your timer for 5 minutes. Your concentration exercise takes 5 minutes. That's it. Just start setting your timer for 5 minutes, let the timer run, let it turn off. Once you've got into the habit of doing that for a week, then the third week, you can start sitting in the chair and doing the exercise. So regular practice, the reason actors don't regularly practice is because they are not in the habit of doing it, and it seems too chaotic and too overwhelming with everything else they've got to do in their life. But the way I've just explained that now, setting up a chair, setting up a timer, is so easy. It does not take very much time at all. If you practice your concentration exercise every single day for 5 minutes, that's 35 minutes a week practice you've done. That's over 120 minutes a month. Again, I'm going to ask you the same question. If you get two actors in a room, one who's got so overwhelmed they just did not bother practicing, and the other one who's solidified the habits within themselves to practice regularly, who was the one who's going to get cast? Let's take out any other variables at play with castings. If it's just down to talent, who is the one who's going to get cast? It's going to be the one who's practiced. So it is so important that you are creating these habits and you are practicing regularly. I say this all the time, but right now, as an early career actor, a new actor, an unknown actor, you just don't have the profile of your big acting icons who you look up to. They get work now because people know who they are. People want them in their projects because they want their name attached to it. You don't have the benefit of that just yet, but you can get there, and you do that by practicing. We have a saying at Standby, which is the craft first for long-term success. Now, the students who I coach inside the Method Actors Circle do this regularly because they've got into the habit of doing it in the classes first. Then the other thing that you can practice is scenes, is monologues. But what many actors do is they get caught up in repeating them over and over and over in the bedrooms or in the mirror. Now, this is both good and bad. It's good because it shows you're committed and you want to improve. It's bad because you are simply repeating words over and over and over and trying to conjure up a feeling, and you're trying to make the words sound real. And unfortunately, that's got nothing to do with acting. So when most actors are doing this, they are simply forgetting key things like reading the script over and over as the foundation. They are forgetting that reading the script gives them the given circumstances, which are the foundation of real, raw, honest, truthful performances. So instead, they're forcing a connection. So if you're one of those actors who is practicing monologues or who is practicing scenes in front of mirrors or by yourself, please do keep practicing, but please do also learn the techniques that you need to help you connect without forcing, without overthinking, without just defaulting back to, oh, I need to make the lines sound real. So I would like to offer you an opportunity to come and be coached by myself inside the Method Actor Circle to see exactly what techniques you need to make you a sharper actor, so you create more genuine connections, you create genuine emotion, and you create the habits to be able to practice regularly by yourself by following along with the pre-recorded classes, because this will help you look like you have been at this for absolutely years, and I mean years, even if you've only just started, and it is going to make it far easier for agents and casting directors to trust you. Because if you remember that question that I've asked earlier on in the episode, out of the two actors, the one who's got the techniques behind them and has practiced regularly, and then the one who's done nothing, who's going to be more likely to get cast? It's a no-brainer, isn't it? So you have to ask which type of actor do you want to be? So if you want to be that actor that makes it easier for agents and casting directors to trust you, then come along. Come and try the Method Actor Circle for a month. There's no crazy contracts. If after a month you're like, do you know what? I want to drop out of this, that's fine. We'll cancel it for you. But I would definitely encourage you to take advantage today with that 14% off your first month. And the discount code is LOVEACTING14, LOVEACTING14. I hope you found this useful. I hope it's got you thinking. And I look forward to seeing you inside the Method Actor Circle. I've absolutely loved hanging out with you, and I really hope you found this episode inspiring. If you have, please do rate the podcast and hit follow so you never miss an episode, and I can help more actors like you. And come and join one of the most supportive, uplifting acting communities on socials, the Unstoppable Actors Facebook group, where you'll get your weekly injection of inspiration, networking, and receive your free Method Actors handbook so you can become an unstoppable actor.